Money on my mind, gotta hustle and grind. Financial literacy always on my mind. I'm stacking knowledge, no time to waste. Gotta invest smart, gotta keep up the pace. I'm reading books, learning all the tricks, studying the market, making calculated picks.
What is good, everybody? It's your boy Reckless Ray DeNiro. And we are back at it again with another episode of Operation Debt Crusher for the month of September 2025. Now, we got to get into it. But before we do, so I'm going to get right to the point, because these don't need to be that long, because I just got to tell you whether we had a W or an L, go through the details, and then we can have the conversation down in the comments, which I do read and I do reply to. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way in. Do not forget, especially if you've been here more than 2 times and you're ghost watching, I won't call you out if you subscribe. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Do not forget while hitting that subscribe button to hit the bell notification all on, so that way you get these gems, this information as it becomes available. And thirdly, easy, free, important way to support the channel. As of these recordings, we are sitting at 400 subs. Our goal for the year of 2025 was to get to 500 subs. This is organic growth. I do not buy engagement. I do not buy another person's channel. This channel started from zero. It's just me, my camera, and my light. And so, yeah, sharing the video, very important. It helps me get in front of some new people. Also, sharing with people that you care about, because you should be talking to your friends about money. So if you don't talk about it, can't fix it. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Speaking of fixing, we made some mistakes this month, because not every month is a dub. This is an L month. We went the wrong direction, and that makes me sad. Our debt went back up a little bit. We're at $25,008.24. That's the wrong direction. How did we get there? Well, we're going to talk about it. So first and foremost, let's go through the positions. Robinhood, our daily driver, obviously was the culprit here. Robinhood is at the close of the month was up to $2,000. Our Capital One Venture has $157.31 on it. Capital One Quicksilver has $107.50. These are just payments to keep it active, but the payments weren't due, so we kind of rolled and focused on getting to our Citibank, which is the one that we're currently trying to machine gun down, but it's sitting at 0% interest. So with it sitting there, we kind of have to focus on the other messes, but like we were running the plan. So we got that down to $6,297.91. Our Discover card, obviously maintenance, but now it is down to $6,406.20. We have our Chase Slate, which is a revolving card that has utilities on it. So it was sitting at $1,241.86 at the end of the month. That is bearing interest also. We are going to go ahead and get that to 0 as soon as possible. And then we have our Bank of America, which is we're clear on until July of 2026. So that's kind of a very low priority for me. And that card is sitting at $8,797.17. Again, a maintenance card. We're doing some pivoting this month, and I've talked about it in a couple of the other videos if you've been watching throughout the week, and the financial update and the portfolio update. I saved too much money in September. We had a 60% savings rate because I am a serial saver, and by save, I'm not meaning putting money in the bank. I mean putting money in the market. And I'm kind of obsessed with it, and I kind of have a problem. So now what's happened is the way that my brain is wired is I'm totally fine running up a bill on a card that is taxing me at 20+%. I'm fine running that tab up. And then buying more assets. And I'm like, oh, I'll pay that tab down later. And the issue that I've run into is in the state that I'm currently in, we're beating our income level, our take-home pay. So now that I'm at parity and beating my take-home pay, I'm making twice the money that I was making. So there's literally no reason for me to not just pay off this $25,000 in debt. Like, I should just do that. And I'm going to need to. I'm not going to be able to save $0. That is unfortunate. It is a reality for me. I'm also not going to be able to sell off my assets to pay it off right now, because that would literally just destroy part of my soul, even though I would still have a grip of money in there left over. We might do that actually we probably won't, because the income keeps growing. So by the time we get down to $10,000, I'm not selling off $10,000 to do that. Like, it's just not happening. So yeah, that leaves us with our W-2 and the income that we're getting from our dividends. And that's fine. But I have to have a manual braking system now. And so, like, I've decided that by the time I get to about $2,000, I will not invest anymore. So, and it'll probably be between $1,500 and $2,000, just because I know how I am. So at $1,500, I'm going to start trying to not invest anymore. That's kind of where I'm at, and where I'm sitting with my financial journey, because this debt isn't necessary. And like, if I'm going to have debt, it should be in like blocks of like $10,000, because I took out a cash advance to buy an asset. And this like spread all over the place stuff just doesn't work for me. So the things that you're going to see is Capital One. This Capital One's going to be gone. This Capital One Quicksilver is going to be gone. This Chase Slate's for sure going to be gone. And the balance on this Robinhood will be sub $1,000 by the end of the month. Like, that's where we're going. And that's what we're going to do, just because these are bearing interest. The Capital One and Quicksilver, that's going to be gone first paycheck of September, which actually will have happened. So these are going to be gone by the time you see this video. The Quicksilver and the Venture One for sure. The Robinhood, as soon as we start, we're also making tweaks to the Cash App flywheel to kind of rein in that spending. We're going to be taking $500 out of every time we crank that flywheel, which is about 2 to 3 times a month, depending on the month. Every time we do that, we're gonna go ahead and take 500 off the top and just throw it at this mess. And that's going to force me to start paying down faster. And they'll be like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, for the Cash App, because I have some of these positions you see are sitting at 0% interest. The Cash App flywheel I will use for getting rid of some of this active stuff. So the stuff that's sitting at 0%, I'm not going to use the flywheel for that. But like this Chase, this Robinhood, 100% will be eligible for the flywheel, and the flywheel will be used for active debt elimination until we get down to where everything is at 0%, and then we will reevaluate and reassess how we want to use that, because we might use it for the active card as well and just keep that going to kind of rein it in. But yeah, so we're going to have smaller buys, a little bit smaller moves in the portfolios, but we're going to have some bigger action that's strategized, and we have a plan, and I can just go ahead and follow the plan, because that's what I did to accidentally oversave. So maybe we're going to have this month to see what that looks like and what the results are of me actually structuring some of the tools that I'm using to buy additional stocks that put me into that oversaving category, and, tweak those tools and focus them towards debt. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's where I'm sitting. That's my situation. That's my reality right now. If you like talking about debt, because I do. I don't have a problem with it because it's not debilitating. Like, I know it's going to get paid off. I could pay it off right now. I could liquidate assets, pay it off, and I'd still probably have about $15,000 left over. And which is also a win, but we're not trying to do it that route. We're trying to keep the assets that we built, keep the machinery that we've built, and pay the debt off, and then go from there. But tap in with me down in the comments and let me know. Am I crazy, man? Am I a wild man? Are you guys following along with me on this debt journey? Because per the statistics, a lot of you have worse and more debt than me. So, I'm kind of leaving the breadcrumbs here of how I'm getting out of my situation. Hopefully you can apply it to your situation, to where it's like you're not selling every asset you have and starting from scratch every time you rack up debt. And then hopefully after we're done with this, we can flip this piece of content for the month and, kind of make it a focus on what we're doing to stay out of debt, or how we're managing the debt, or how we're using debt to, build our wealth, which is what it should be used for, versus buying things to impress people that don't like you. We're going to close out with that. That's my thoughts. That's all I got for you this month. Do not forget to hit that like button if you have not yet. These videos are shorter, so if you made it this far and you're liking what you're hearing, my other videos are a little bit longer than this one, because it's debt. It's what it is. Like, that's what we have to talk about. And there's not really too much more context to it. It's like, why are you in debt? Why did the number go up? How'd you make the number go down? Did you follow the plan? What are you doing? But tap into some of the other stuff, because while this series is on debt, the other series are on growth, and making money and, doing those things. So definitely hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and do not forget to share the video, because we are at 400 subs. We want to get to 500 subs and make the money. And then maybe I can get like a coffee every once in a while out of this. That would be nice. I love coffee, so that would be great. Till next month has been another episode of Operation Debt Crusher for September of 2025. It's your boy Reckless Arrow, and I'm out.
Money on my mind, yeah. Focus, got no time for games, nah. I don't play it, I'm all about that financial literacy. Investing in my future, building generational wealth. Dollar bills, they be calling my name, but I ain't chasing fame, I'm chasing change. Learn the game, now I'm playing it smart. Putting my money to work, it's an art. I'm stacking paper, building my own empire. No more living check to check, I'm getting higher. Investing in stocks, real estate, and more. Gotta secure the bag, that's what I came for.